What's shaking, everybody? Welcome to the Nerdy Couch Show,
where we'll be talking about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Stay tuned for all the delicious details.
Stop.
It starts with
stop.
It's the old man
we don't
Strange.
Need to. He's not old man Strange. He's Defender Strange.
Old man looking strange.
He's not old man looking strange.
Mr. Fantastic Strange.
He's not Mr. Fantastic Strange.
This is Mr. Strange with the gray streaks.
He has gray streaks in every version of him.
But it's right on the top. And
Okay.
they're very vibrant.
He's Defender Strange.
He's defending Doctor Strange?
That's what he's referred to as Defender Doctor Strange. He's the Defender Strange.
Defender Strange.
Yeah.
What's he defending?
You need to get over it.
What's he defending?
At first, America Chavez.
That's how it opens.
That's how it opens.
That's right.
Defender Strange.
Mm-hmm.
From another universe in the multiness of
The
universes.
Verse, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you know what Earth he's from?
Track my neck there a little. I don't know what number he's in.
So we're talking about 616, right?
That's not 616.
No, but that's where everything is based.
Okay, so that comes a little later in the movie.
Well, that's fine.
It is confirmed in this movie that we are in 616, which is...
Is that Nexus Earth?
No, it's not. It's actually the same continuity as the comic books.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because up till now, it wasn't really solidified as as the same universe. It was kind of said that it was like another universe altogether, like the MCU universe and and 616.
You would think that they would go with that being the case, just so they could set themselves aside
right?
from the comics.
So now what they're saying is that it's a loose telling of 616 stories.
Yeah, I feel like it would have just been a better idea to say that it was.
And there's a lot of people who are kind of like
816.
mad about this, including the actor from Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
Who was stating that it's kind of a shame because it allows them to do things that are out of continuity in the comic books.
Right.
And not necessarily rely on that and reference the material rather than flat out, tell it by story,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because obviously they have to take things and they need to twist them and stuff like that. Which,
especially when you're trying to do things like adjust storylines or timelines of stories and stuff like that, when you're trying to mix it up.
A lot of times in the comic books, things can be weirdly written and hard to tell a story in a movie sense.
Yeah.
So they need to change it and stuff like that. Sometimes they do a good job of it. Sometimes they do an okay job. I wouldn't say a bad job because bad job.
Bad job.
Bad job.
A bank job.
Because there's not. I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of bad MCU movies.
No.
There's like okay movies, good movies, and great movies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right? So they haven't done a terrible job retelling these stories in their own way.
Are you just saying movies, or are you saying movies and shows?
Movies and shows, I would say, because it's very clear at this point that these MCU or Disney Plus shows matter.
Yeah.
Before this movie, I would talk to a lot of people, and they wouldn't watch WandaVision. Right?
That drove me crazy.
WandaVision, I found, was a good show.
I thought it was a really fun telling of a story.
I would tell these people, you're going to miss out because these are going to be pivotal moments in the MCU movies.
Oh, yeah.
right? Then
And maybe they were spoiled by like things like Shield and stuff, where they had like little tiny snippets of things that might have been from the movie,
and they didn't kind of come to fruition
Yeah.
or whatever. But these,
which I think was a missed opportunity, by the way.
I do too. Okay. Plus, I loved seeing Coulson because
Oh.
he was one of my favorite like characters. But as we see in this movie, WandaVision plays very tightly into this movie.
Yes, it does.
Right? Which movie? Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. All right.
I actually said that. He's a
Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
I can throw my voice.
Mhm.
Right.
Did you throw your voice or did I throw mine?
I can't tell anymore. Right away, I do a lot of hand gestures, okay? I'm chopping a lot. I'm chopping it up, okay?
Mhm.
Was this a good movie?
Was it a good movie?
Certain
Yes.
people in the room, you know, Louise
And
and producer, would disagree.
Yeah.
They would say it was lackluster,
I didn't find it lackluster.
okay?
I don't think.
Okay, do you want an opinion?
Do you want an opinion?
I have an opinion.
Come here.
Come here. Sit down.
We all gonna fit on here?
Yep.
All right.
It's the big comfy couch.
Get out. No. What's your opinion?
Can you sit back a little bit? That's awkward.
Now you gotta sit back because we are super close.
All right. Yeah, this is not comfortable.
Why don't we
It's
have
okay.
two cameras set up so I can sit
Shh.
on the other couch?
That's your problem.
You're the producer.
What's
So,
your opinion?
Instead of drinking your...
I don't think it was a bad movie.
Mhm.
I think it was good.
Okay.
But not great. Like, it didn't stand up to any of the other Doctor Strange movies.
So this is rating the lowest.
Lowest of the Doctor Stranges.
Out of the 2 Doctor Strange movies...
3.
No, this is the second Doctor Strange
Doctor
movie.
Strange 2.
Oh no, I guess he was.
Where
He's
would
been
you...
in
so,
he was
other-
in
he's been in
other
other
movies.
where would you
Sure.
rate this on the Doctor Strange movies, then?
Including other movies where
Second?
Doctor Strange was in it? Still the lowest.
I don't know if I agree with you.
No, you don't have to agree with me
Okay.
because I'm right.
So Sam Raimi...
Wow.
Sam Raimi
Mhm.
produced this.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, he was the same person that directed, like, The Evil Deads.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. This is stunning visually.
It's pretty.
Alright?
Beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
stunning visually.
It's gorgeous.
Alright? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah,
We
no,
can.
the visuals were incredible.
Alright?
Absolutely.
Now,
Good
there are a
action
lot
scenes.
of horror movie tropes in this.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
makes it one of the darker movies.
Oh, yeah.
so far.
Like Scarlet Witch when she's taking over that chick. Her, but
Her?
in the other verse.
She's not that chick.
The chick.
She's
Wanda.
taking over her.
She's taking over
Herself.
Yeah.
other universe Wanda.
Yeah.
Sorry, multiverse.
Okay,
Wanda.
so...
Multiverse.
Multiverse in the other verse. And she's got like the weird like oily blood going on. It wasn't red. It was...
No, it was oil. From the Ultron
Was it
box.
oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was from
okay,
the-
that's why it wasn't blood.
It's from the Sentry bots.
Okay,
Right,
but when she
right.
was like coming at her, I was like, oh, this like flashback to the ring.
Okay, so
It was
when
creepy.
when she first takes her over, there's a really good horror movie sense
Yeah.
when she first comes in, and you've got that first person almost what is it, Michael Myers kind of look.
Huh?
When she's looking through the staircase,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and you've got that it's almost like it's that horror movie feel.
Yeah. It had
Right?
a ton of horror movie vibe.
There was a
And-
few times that there was a horror movie vibe.
And then the picture looks at her, and then there's that little ocean in the cup. Did you not see an ocean in the cup?
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where it was like rippling. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
And then it's her standing outside the window, and then when she takes her over, she breaks continuity
Right.
and looks into the camera,
Oh.
which is like a classic kind of horror movie, like Psycho kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? What are you doing?
Just pointing about breaking continuity. It's the king of breaking continuity. Looking into the camera, talking to the camera right behind us.
Oh, Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Just stand. I was just pointing.
I
at
can't really look at you right
random
now,
things.
though.
I know.
So, but I would say that this is more on the dark side. The dark side.
Of the Force.
Dark Side of Wanda,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is Scarlet Witch.
Well, I don't know. There's the dark side of Wanda. I think you could go darker with her, honestly.
You could.
Really?
Actually,
I feel like they should have.
if they took scenes out that they thought were too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they literally had a scene. It was supposed to start off with one of the characters going after her, and she cut their head off, and then showed it to Strange later.
Why would they cut that out?
It messed with the pacing of the movie, which
Oh.
I know you're gonna say it had a pacing problem anyway.
You didn't like the pace?
No,
Right?
I was fine with the pace.
I thought it was
The
pretty.
the pace was fine.
Lots happening very quickly.
It was. The pace was fine.
There's some good jolts per minute in there.
I think
Jolts
my
per minute.
biggest
JPMs.
thing was Doctor Strange. Something about him just did not.
Which one?
The only one that matters. Ours.
What do you mean the only one that matters?
Our Doctor Strange.
616.
616
616
Strange.
Doctor Strange?
Not
616.
Defender Strange.
No ponytail Strange. I
Okay.
don't know how else.
No
I
ponies.
understand.
With the red cape. What is the cape's name?
Cape.
Cape?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
The one with cape?
I would imagine.
Because
Um,
cape makes Doctor
Well,
Strange.
there's another cape though. We did see another cape in the other verse that was blue, and they patched cape with a patch of blue.
blue.
With a
Yeah.
patch of blue.
So I would say there.
Capes.
Some could argue that there's a lot going on.
Multi capes. Sorry, what?
Multi Cape of Madness.
The multi
Yeah.
cape of. that would be such a good movie.
That would be a good
Where just
cartoon
the cape
short.
is
A
the.
cartoon
cape,
short. I
right?
need that.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a short about the cape already.
There has
Alright.
to be.
That'd be cool.
There's a lot going on in this movie, and
There
I
is.
could see how people could argue that there's a bit too much going on.
There is a lot going on.
All right, I don't think that makes it a bad movie.
No.
I think your argument about Strange is
No,
just
there was something
there's a
off
moot
about
point.
Strange. Just something off, and I can't.
Yeah,
I can't figure
there
out
is
what it
something
is.
off. He broke the freaking multiverse, and
Well-
he's struggling to get it back. Of course, there's something off.
Well, maybe he should get help.
He
He tried to get help. From
He
the
went
Scarlet
to Wanda.
Yeah, he went to Wanda, someone he thought was a friend.
That's right.
Okay, but then he realized that she is now gone to the dark side. She's got the bad force.
She's got Hex Force. Hex Force.
Hex force.
Yeah.
And then was like, oh, it's fine. We can take care of this. Me and Wong, we got it.
The Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. I love Wong. But I'm like,
Well, I think you're wrong about this. Your theory about
get
Strange.
some backup. Get some backup. You're going up against.
get some backup. He
Scarlet
got the
Witch.
whole freaking.
At that
Society.
point, he's like, listen, I am now going up against Scarlet Witch of all people in that universe.
Who almost tooled Thanos
You
single-handedly.
think you and Wong can take her?
Not Wong and him. The entire temple.
Yeah.
The entire
full of
temple
people.
can't take her.
Obviously, he figures that out.
Yeah.
Well,
when
he
she-
should have known that.
Well,
He's
yeah,
Doctor
just-
Strange.
yeah. You know what he should have
Just
done?
saying. He's a smart guy.
You know what he should have done is just went into a trance and went through every possible outcome.
Right.
Can he do that without...
He doesn't have the time stone.
Yeah.
He can't do that.
Thank you.
No, you can't do that.
No.
I was going to say.
So,
You can't do much until he gets to the book.
the Book of Ashanti.
Something that I was questioning, or I guess just more curious about that I don't really know that much about,
Sure.
is at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was after the credits or not, but he's got the third eye.
Yes.
Yep.
And he got the third eye from the book. Which doesn't line up with the comics.
Yes. Well, so he has the eye, and it's the eye of...
Agamotto.
No, it's not the eye of Agamotto.
Oh, okay, so it's a different eye. Because he was supposed to be given the Eye of Agamotto.
It's supposed to be
The
the Eye of
old god?
Cthulhu. Huh?
The old god.
He gifted him the Eye of Agamotto?
No, he got the Eye of Agamotto.
However, the third eye might also entail the complete opposite within the MCU because it came up after the involuntarily not long after using the.
So this is the Eye of Cthulhu, which come to him because he was corrupted by the Darkhold.
Right. So now that he has the eye, this was like where I was trying to go with this. Does that mean that now Doctor Strange has corruption inside him?
Yes, it does.
So do you think he's going to be battling that in the next movie?
Sinister
Most
Strange?
likely.
Oh.
Okay. It said that. Okay, so originally in the script, when the ending of the movie was supposed to have Doctor Strange come out all like that, and then he turns his head to reveal the third eye, revealing that the Sinister Strange, or was that it that was in the incursion?
Yeah.
Had switched places with Doctor Strange. That is what was originally written.
Okay.
Now, whether that
Okay.
is still the case or not, I don't know.
Sinister Strange is the bad man.
Didn't he actually kill him though?
He did, except for the fact that after he was impaled, the eye still opened.
So he's not
that
actually
he was
dead.
still alive.
So it could actually still happen that way.
Yeah, it could. Now, they took a pretty good ending, like him keeling over, or not keeling over, but in pain with the eye opening, and then into a after credit or a post credit thing where he was just fine with it. Right?
He's just hanging out with an eye in his forehead.
He
Okay,
was just like,
But that would mean that 616 Strange is stuck on a different universe.
yes,
A collapsing universe.
a collapsing universe. If that's
I mean,
the
they
way,
have America to go get him.
if that's the
but-
way that they're still going to play it.
Yeah.
Either way, at the end of this movie,
America.
Merca Chavez.
Merca Chavez.
We haven't talked about her at all.
She's kind of badass.
We skipped, for some reason, right to the end of the movie.
Well, it was
We've
a
been
really good
jumping
ending.
about.
Okay.
What do you do? That's
So
fine.
let's please come back to that, because there are some pivotal things that need to be talked about the end of the
But
movie.
first-
Do you have
Y'all are.
Do you have anything else you want to say about how much you dislike this movie?
Did we answer your question to your liking?
I think so. I think so.
You don't want to stay here and wait to talk about things like Mr. Spaghetti and other great characters
Here's
in
the
the
thing.
Illuminati?
Here's the thing. If you feel like your little self wants to pop back in, then you just go ahead and do so. But
Okay.
feel free to give me some space right now.
Hey, thanks for coming out.
Hey, no
That's our
problem.
producer, everybody.
You want to peel yourself off this? Look, okay, can we get a towel here?
It's moist.
Sweat on my arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already told you it was a warm set today.
it's moist.
All right. So now,
Hungry in this area with the lights all on, the big lights.
Over here, it's actually kind of cool.
yeah, because there's not two hot dudes over there.
Hot-blooded. Hot-blooded.
It's 100 degrees.
So
Skipping
we're
way
skipping
the
all
F
over.
back.
Yeah,
All right. So the movie starts
yeah.
with
With Mr. Fantastic Strange,
Defender Strange,
Defender Strange, Defender
who is
Fantastic.
they're running
Yeah.
from this almost scribed monster.
Scribed.
Like it's in like scribes type deal. It's almost like looks like
Scripture.
scripture type deal. Like you know those rolls?
Yeah.
What
When
are
you
they?
unrolled them?
What are they? Scrolls, not scribes.
No.
Well, they're scribed.
Well, a scribe scripted them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
this ththing's chasing them, and Merc Chavez
Merc.
who is the first Latino superhero to be portrayed in the MCU.
Yep. Which
She did a fantastic job.
And also the first openly LTG...
LGBTQ+.
I don't get that right. No offense by that.
There's more letters. I miss letters because they keep adding.
Open.
More,
She's
so I don't
the first
know
open character.
Yeah.
For that, she's got the flag button, and she's got something scribed on her coat that I can't remember what it says, but it says something about love who you love or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Something similar to that.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's cool. They are running from this monster. And
Scary.
Strange.
Defender Strange.
Defender Strange doesn't want to defend her that much.
He was defending her for a while.
He was.
He had a terrible choice to make.
Yeah, he did.
There's nothing there. In that photo. Keep going. I'm talking to Jen. Fine. Easy having a conversation over here.
There's supposed to be something scribed. At least at one point
It's
there
not
was.
that photo.
He makes a decision that he's had to make before, actually.
Yeah, he's got to kill her.
He's just gotta whack. All right. No, he's not. It's not unlike him to put the
Multiverse.
the universe and the needs of the many.
The multiverse. He was saving the multiverse
He
up
was.
in this piece.
He's not. It's not unlike him to put the needs of the many over the needs of the few.
No.
Even if they're friends.
He already got half the people snapped out of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he gave the stone to Thanos.
Yep.
Right? Where it made killing Vision completely useless. Which is probably why Wanda's a little bit pissy.
Could be.
Right?
Could be.
She's gone through a lot.
A few things, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some PTSD in the war.
Yeah.
Then experimentation.
Yeah. And
Then the crippling death of her one true love.
Yeah, and then
the
she
destruction
creates a universe
in her own universe, the destruction of her children and her one true love yet again.
again.
Yeah,
Right.
she's been through some things.
Okay. But anyway, he's gonna sacrifice America Chavez.
Yeah.
To essentially stop this creature from getting
Her
powers, which and they're running from the Book of Ashante or to the Book of Ashante because that seems to be the key to stopping it because it is the counter part to the Darkhold.
Yeah.
It is
the other side of the coin.
the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So that's would you say that's the plot of the movie to get to that book and to change things?
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Okay.
At some point, and I got to get to this book because they failed it out.
Yeah.
Because Defender Strange gets ripped up by that monster, and
He kind of saves her because the monster like holds her up,
yeah,
and then he kind of clips it and allows them to go through the portal, right?
after he's already stabbed. So I mean,
Yeah, he's already
like, okay,
kinda
well,
done
I'm
for.
gonna die. So
And then
I
he
guess
does
we might
the
as well
rag doll through the thing, through the portal. So America Chavez's ability is to create portals through the multiverse.
Yeah, she can jump
without creating an incursion, by the way.
because she's the only one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it would appear so.
She's the only her.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a constant
Yeah,
in
she's
every
the-
universe.
She said
Right.
that she has never found another version of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty special gal.
Well, it might be a little lonely too. Where you just jump in
I
universes
heard
and meeting the same people.
that
but never
one
knowing it.
is the loneliest number.
It's one
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever see.
But yeah, so she gets flipped through, and then we get, was it the monster from the Suicide Squad? That's crashing through.
No, because they would want to make a good movie, so they wouldn't use something from the Suicide Squad.
It's a giant one-eyed monster.
It is a giant one-eyed monster, which a little bit of tidbit of information. Mm-hmm. The eye of that monster was modeled directly from
Suicide Squad.
Olsen's
eye. Olsen's eye?
They did a scan of her eye.
Oh, yeah? That's pretty cool.
So it is directly from her, which is kind of cool because it was summoned by her.
Yeah.
As well as
foreshadowing.
The creature in the first scene.
Yeah. Which we don't see again. Really.
No, you'd think it'd be just hanging out.
I thought it would have just been waiting there.
Stuff. Well, it wasn't in that crossroad. It was in a different universe. Right? It had not made it to that. If it had made it to that crossroad or that, crossroad in time, then it would already be set.
Maybe.
She'd already have the book of Ashante. Like, they would not. Game over.
Game over, man.
Yeah, game over, man.
Well, here is my other question, though. Why didn't she just go grab that book?
Maybe she can't get there on her own.
Her monster was right there. It's just hanging out.
Alright.
Can't just, like...
I don't know that she cared about the book.
But then she'd have double the power.
No, she wouldn't. They'd counter each other out.
Maybe she'd be able to make them
Why
do stuff
does
together.
Scarlet Witch want Chavez's power?
So that she can jump around and get her family.
So that she can find a universe where she can be with her kids.
Right.
Essentially, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know what she could do is just make a deal with the devil and get her children.
Kate, we all know that Mephisto is not going to be in these movies.
I know. But he should be.
Everybody wants it. It'll never happen. It might happen eventually. But...
in case you guys were unaware, at some point, she makes a deal with the devil.
It would
Mephisto. And...
well,
gets her children.
Yeah, he's the one who... actually, Chthon, I think, is the one who... no, Chthon cursed her as a child.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if they'll ever kind of... I don't know if they'll bring that up or not. The big question is, what is she? What is her history? Do they bring her up as a... do they consider her a mutant eventually? You know, these
I thought they kind of hinted at that.
I think that might be where they go. But it really, at this point, it doesn't matter.
I need a Scarlet Witch movie. Is what
I think you just got a Scarlet Witch movie.
No, I want a whole Scarlet Witch movie.
Let's talk about your favorite parts in this movie.
Okay. Fight scene.
Which?
Takes over.
No, I'm saying she's a witch.
Yeah, she is. She takes over herself. Heads over to the Illuminati. I don't know how... and it's not much of a fight scene, because she just mangles. But...
yeah. Okay, first off, let's not talk about that fight scene. Let's talk about the fight scene between her and the temple first.
Okay. Sure.
So... they have the little fight scene where... with the squid monster. I can't remember its name.
It's the thing from Suicide Squad.
No, it's not. We'll put the name up if we can. Not now. You don't have to right now. Don't look all scared.
What I want you to do is I want you to put up a picture of the monster from Suicide Squad.
Okay.
According to Collider, Shumagorath is virtually unkillable.
Oh, I knew that. Shumagorath. Shumagorathura.
No.
All right.
Shumagorath.
They have a little fight with the squid monster, which at first he can't see.
No.
All right. So he uses what looks like hex magic. It's red. The eye glows red for a small amount.
And he shoots sprinkles on it.
Shoots a little sprinkles on it like a donut.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's magic dust.
Now, do you think, because that's not his normal magic, he's got a couple extra moves in this movie, okay? Do you think that that's stored dark magic? in the eye.
It could be.
Maybe
It's fair.
using it from time to time as an emergency type deal.
Emergency.
As an emergency.
Magic dust magic.
Emergency magic red dust.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, he uses it to open the veil.
He should have plenty after fighting Scarlet.
Now.
Just stored up in there.
All right. I think he's got a little bit stored inside him now of that dark magic. That is also what the third eye ends up doing, is opening the veil.
Yeah, because he can just straight see
Yeah.
through those deceptions.
The shit he can see now. Right?
He's seen it all.
Yeah. Okay, and he can see it all now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now he's got the third eye. He can see that shit.
The third eye is not blind.
Now he needs... now he needs no magic to see through the veil.
He's just looking right through.
All right. He takes that thing down, and then they go, okay, well, did you see the runes on that thing? That's hex magic. Runes. And then they go, well, who do we know that deals with hex magic? We'll go
Scarlet
see our
Witch.
friend Wanda. All right. They're going through this lovely apple orchard.
It's nice there.
All right. Where she's pruning it just like the Time Bureau would be pruning the timeline.
I think that's a stretch.
Just a
I
coincidence.
feel like that's a stretch.
All right.
That's just a stretch.
It's just a...
Sure, pruning, yeah, she's pruning.
All right.
I prune my roses at home. I don't ever feel
I
like
don't know. You could...
pruning.
You could have... You could
Just
be
hanging
part
out
of
with the Time Bureau.
It's not called the Time Bureau, by the way.
Bureau of Time.
Bureau of Time, but... and they talk, and she makes a mistake about mentioning America's name before he tells her, which tips him off.
Right.
And then she unveils the decay.
The broken orchard.
Right.
It's all wrecked.
And then that's when we find out that she's not really on par, right?
And that she's going to come and attack.
Yeah. She makes a pretty good argument that Strange is being a big hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, why can you make these decisions, but I can't when it comes to my children and stuff. All right? Strange is a pretty big hypocrite.
Yeah, he did tear open the multiverse.
You know?
So.
All because he felt it was right.
Just helping Peter out.
Just helping Peter, which he doesn't know is Peter anymore.
Peter.
Right.
All right. Nobody knows Peter.
So she says, I'm going to, give me the girl or I'm going to attack, which is why she attacks the temple.
Yeah.
Where they're protecting Chavez, right?
I thought they had made a valiant effort.
They did.
At the beginning there.
They did.
And until she really gets through. And
well, until that one guy was weak.
Yeah. Because she fucks with their...
Which I thought was cool.
I mean, it's always after 9.
It's always after 9.
Messes with the mind. And then he breaks, and that's it. Weak spot.
They do put up a valiant effort, right?
Once she was through, though, she just tore them up.
Viciously.
Yeah. Just full explosions.
To the point where there was one guy who was, like, down and struggling a little bit. She's just like...
Yeah.
Like, just explodes him.
Yeah. Exploded.
Right?
Exploded.
And then... The reason why this scene is worth talking about is that it gets darn right creepy when she gets in the temple. Right?
She's just strolling in. What's creepy?
Oh, I don't know. When they trap her in the Mirrorverse.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
And then
when she comes out,
starts using the Mirrorverse to, like, pull things through like a horror movie. Yeah. And then comes through the mirror like the Grunge.
Yeah.
Not Le Grunge.
Not Lagrange.
Not Lagrange, like the Grudge.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That when she came out of that mirror, like all like crackly and stuff,
like unsnapping. Yeah, it was gross.
Like there was some.
It was gross.
Real horror movie stuff in there. Like you could when she was using the reflections, you just see like her eye.
Her hand coming out and grabbing ankles.
Like
it's like a horror house.
It was
horror.
Whoa,
horror
calm down.
House.
Calm down.
It was like a horror.
More like the Grunge than anything.
Yeah. But that was downright like Sam Raimi's style of horror movie,
Yeah.
which I thought was great.
I really enjoy The Evil Dead, and
There was a lot of Evil Dead in this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, well,
what? Are you an air horn?
apparently that's the symbol when the producer wants to jump in.
What's up? What?
Evil Dead.
Yes.
He rocks the dead body. And
Yeah.
that has 50,000
Okay, when-
arms, and then he's
when-
flying with fucking ghosts.
I was sure when you were gonna go with Evil Dead that you were gonna go with fucking the cameo.
Which cameo?
The cameo from what's his name that played Evil Dead in
Ash?
Ash.
Where was the cameo from Ash?
He was the hot dog, the pizza ball guy.
Oh.
He was the pizza ball guy.
You didn't get the
No, I definitely said something to Teresa about good Ash, bad Ash when I was standing
You
there.
don't get the whole reference about the idle hand?
The-
Evil Dead 2?
Yeah, I did not get
Yeah.
that.
He
Not at the time.
he curses him to have his hand beat
Yeah.
him up for 2 weeks. It's
Makes
an
so much more sense now. I was like, why would he do that?
it's an
Yeah.
idle hand. It's a
Yeah.
direct reference
Okay.
I
to
got
Evil
it.
Dead
Ah.
2.
Wow.
Missed it. Completely missed it.
Wow, guys.
Thanks for pulling that back up. I haven't watched The Evil Dead in... When did it come out?
Yeah, but you can't
1970?
you cannot not recognize
I recognized
him.
him. I said, oh, I'm good
Alright.
Ash. I'm bad Ash.
So the whole scene where they're forced to go through all of the universes,
Yeah.
right? How does that actually happen? Oh, yes. It's because of that scene where she's gone all horror film
Mhm.
and she's about to consume Chavez again, and then he pushes her through the portal.
Right.
Which she appears to open when she's scared,
Yeah. She has no control.
right?
She says.
And it pushes them through all of those universes, which is really cool. There's some cool
was.
universes there.
Were
There's
we
a
paint?
there's like
Were
a
we
whole bunch
painting that?
of videos breaking down those universes, and there's actual names for those universes now that they've come out with. But that's not something that we're going to go into. But
My goodness.
there's a lot of them, including an animated one.
Yep.
The B universe, which should have been terrifying for her because that's what kicks off her
Yeah.
powers in this.
What about the paint one?
Yeah, where it's trouble eating because you're paint.
Yeah.
Anything else that sticks out?
No.
There's
I'd have to flip back through each
a lot
one
of cool ones.
individually.
One of the major ones for me is the one where they're falling apart by block. Like they're
Is it the Minecraft universe?
the piecing. No, it's not the Minecraft universe.
Yeah.
It does reminisce. It has reminiscence of like the comic books, the House of M. There's one really iconic cover where Scarlet Witch is falling apart like that with the blocks and stuff. So that's kind of cool. But aside from that, kind of a cool scene.
Mhm.
And then they're dropped in this kind of like a utopia,
Yeah, it's very nice.
right? Where
Very nice.
what you
Pizza
say?
balls. There's pizza balls.
Pizza balls. That is a utopia.
Yeah.
All right.
America finds the pizza everywhere,
Apparently.
from what I understand.
Um,
Pizza's a constant in
this
all
universe,
universes.
which was 8 something something, I can't remember what the universe was called. Doctor Strange's old squeeze said it at one point.
Christine.
Um,
Because she's been naming the universes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like flowers and waterfalls coming
It's
out
beautiful.
of buildings and stuff.
It looks like everything's on electricity. Everything's nice there.
Probably a lot of it comes
Solar.
from the Reed Richards of this universe.
Read. Yeah.
Designing a lot of this stuff. It looks like there's rainbows over certain areas.
Rainbows
Yeah.
somewhere
Over like there's like patches of rainbow
over the rainbow.
in the
The
sky.
rainbow's over.
It doesn't rainbow over. They're just patches.
Are there bluebirds?
There are
flowers?
bluebirds.
Hmm.
All right, somewhere over that rainbow.
Yeah.
I knew what you were trying to do. I just wouldn't want to. I didn't want you to let you do it. All right.
So rude.
Everybody seems to be like monotone dressed, where like they're very
Yeah.
dully dressed. Everybody's
Well, that's because it's ran by the Illuminati.
yeah. Everybody's
We could
carrying.
have a utopia if we just let
Yeah.
the Illuminati.
Well,
take over.
everybody's carrying an umbrella
Well, just in
90%
case.
of the time, because I'm pretty sure that it needs to rain a lot for all those flowers.
Yeah.
Right. So that's just the life they live. But I feel like the main purpose of everybody being so monotone is so that Strange and Chavez pop when they're on the screen. And this world is a little bit weird. They go on red.
They go on red. Trying to go on green.
You can pay to have your past brought back,
Yeah. You
which
step
they
on a
don't
little
pay
thing.
for, by the way.
No, they just step on the thing and their past is being shown.
Yeah.
Which is how Strange finds out about Chavez's past as well.
Now, in the comic books, her mothers sacrifice themselves to the greater above, to the universe type deal to save shit. It doesn't happen that way.
They save shit.
Shit.
Okay.
They're like poop.
Like the whole.
But it's kind of given the impression that they might still be alive in this.
Yeah, because they could be somewhere in the multiverse.
Yeah.
Because they got sucked through
They
her
got
portal.
sucked through because she got stung. It activated her powers. Boom.
I
they're
wish a
gone.
bee sting would activate some powers.
I
in
wish
me.
if I got stung by anything, I'm okay with it as long as it activates a power.
Yeah.
All right. It also shows the watch being given to Strange,
The watch.
and which ends up being a key
Mm-hmm.
for
Key watch.
the
The broken watch.
to one of the most powerful books in the world.
Right. But before that, there was a fight. And I don't know if you're trying. Like the key, the Scarlet Witch needs to come in there sometime.
Yeah, I'm just saying a word.
Are you just trying to get past the part
I'm just
that
saying.
makes you sad?
I just said a word.
That makes you sad?
No, it made me happy first.
Initially, it made you happy.
I think we can all
And then you were very sad.
let's tell them what made me happy and sad,
I also was extremely happy and
and then
very
extremely sad.
Yeah. The Illuminati comes up.
Well, because Strange and Chavez get captured.
Right. Taken
And-
to the Illuminati. They have to go before the Illuminati and talk to them because Strange is a bad guy in every universe and like this wild card that could destroy everything.
He creates incursions.
Right.
First off, what is an incursion?
That's when people that shouldn't be there come there.
Which an incursion is when something is caused and two universes collide
Or overlap a little.
or overlap, destroying one or both.
Yeah. Which is bad.
Which can be bad.
I feel like that's probably not great.
All right. And Stranges tend to
Mess
meddle
things
with
up.
things that end up doing that,
Yeah.
apparently.
So the Strange on this world got killed by the Illuminati as a member of the Illuminati because he said to do it.
He has a statue in the street,
Which makes him look like
a hero,
the big hero that
Right.
died in the service
which
of.
is a cover-up.